Okay. 3, 2.
Wait, do what?
Huh?
Never mind. I didn't hear that whole conversation.
It said
She
like
was hitting her bowl, and I said, "Do you want us to stop the recording?"
Oh, your bull. Okay.
For yeah. I didn't care. I just
Yeah, we
didn't
don't
want to know if she was gonna be like, "Yo, you're recording this." All right. 3.
Michael, when I went to record, it said like I had to request permission from you since you're the host.
Wow. Michael,
Okay, did you request permission?
Yeah.
You don't have a Zoom meeting. You don't know how to make Zoom meetings still.
No, I don't. That's for sure.
It's in the settings.
Okay, I allowed recording.
Okay, there you go.
I thought it says recording right there.
No,
Yeah, I am. We're all doing it just to make sure that it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. What's up? We are here with a very special guest, the OG Spencer Bradley. Spencer, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing well. It's nice to see you guys.
It's nice to have you back. It's been a while.
Yeah, a lot's changed.
Yeah, a lot has changed, just for sure.
A lot has changed. We've all moved.
Yeah, we've all are in different places now.
Yeah.
No shit. So where are you guys at now?
I'm in Illinois, like right outside of Chicago.
Yeah, I'm in Dallas now, Texas.
Okay. And I just met Matt. Where are you stationed?
So yeah, I just finished up school in Bloomington, and I'm back in South Bend now.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And you are?
I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Living the life. So
Jealous.
how is quarantine treating you right now? How's Vegas without Vegas, really?
I mean, living here, it's just been a little bit more quiet. I live not that far from the Strip, and I lived even closer before. I actually just recently moved. So there's obviously been less foot traffic. There's signs everywhere that say like, stay home for Vegas, where like the Strat used to be advertising shows and stuff, or like Sahara and everything. But me personally, I've had a lot of time on my hands. Sometimes it's good. Other times, like, I just get overwhelmed. Like, what do I do? And I just sit there thinking about all the things I could do, and then I don't get anything done. But it's nice to get outside here in Vegas because it is warm here. So
yeah,
I like to
that's
get out and
probably
take
nice
walks.
for sure. So when did you move to Vegas?
I moved in early November.
So right kind of after like a month after we did the podcast together, you moved?
Yeah, pretty much. When did we do that in October?
Like the end of September-ish.
Yeah, I moved very shortly after. It was a really quick decision too. I don't know if I was even really thinking about moving to Vegas when I was talking with you guys.
I mean, it's not a bad move though.
No, it's really close. Well, not really close. It's close enough to LA for me to drive out there and take gigs. And there's gigs that happen out here too. But
yeah,
section is on a voluntary shutdown right now because of the virus.
Yeah, so I was just about to ask that. So obviously you moved out to Vegas. The porn industry is pretty heavy out in Vegas and LA. So since the porn industry is at a halt right now, you know, you sent me that article where a lot of girls are getting into like OnlyFans and Snapchat. So how's the Snapchat and OnlyFans life been treating you?
There has definitely been an uptick in people subscribing since it's become memeable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Words getting out about it. It's like OnlyFans. I'm sure there's people's parents who knows what an OnlyFans is by now, you know?
Probably.
It's definitely, we're in the age of OnlyFans. But aside from that, I've just had to spread myself out a lot so that people see me and I stay relevant. You know, I've been on a few different sites, OnlyFans, Sex Panther, My Free Cams.
What a name.
Huh?
I said, what a name, Sex Panther.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. People get to text me. It goes right to my phone. So we're like chatting it up, sexting it up, you know.
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh, cool.
Do you find that enjoyable or too much work? I feel like that would get pretty annoying.
You can't, like, it's all up to your discretion. When you do this type of work, you set your own hours and your own boundaries. So it's not like I'm a slave to my phone, although it can feel like that, but ultimately, like, you're in control of
Right.
how you're managing everything.
Where can they find you on OnlyFans and Snapchat?
So on Snapchat, you're going to want to go to fancentro.com. That's fancentro.com/Spencer Bradley. And I actually gave you guys a free trial to my Snapchat.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So she gave me and Olena a free trial. Nagy was on the short end of the leash, but I'll just say that it's worth it if you guys go to there and subscribe or buy into her Snapchat or OnlyFans. Where can they find you on OnlyFans then?
My OnlyFans is Miss_Spencer. And just recently, like not even a week ago, I just made a free OnlyFans. So if you guys look up Spencer Bradley XXX, that's my free one. And then you'll find the link.
Do you what's the difference between the free and not free?
So with the free one, it's just a little bit of a different hustle. Like you get to follow me for free and everything, but the posts are going to be a little bit more censored, or the videos that I post are going to have a small price attached to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So to pay for the content, if they really want to see it.
And it's a preview to before you subscribe to my paid OnlyFans. Because I didn't know this, but I guess there's people who like follow you for a bit and then like they take a while to decide if they want to subscribe to your OnlyFans. So I'm looking at this as like a watered down, not a watered down. Well, yeah, because you get more in my paid OnlyFans, but this is like, you get to see what you're going to get basically, but.
Well, they're just watching film, they got to review and make sure the film's good.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make sure that what they're going to pay for is good quality. So
to be fair, I'm on Pornhub everywhere for free. Like, you know what you're getting.
You are on Pornhub, that is for sure.
Yeah, true. Yeah, definitely. I would second what Michael said though. Definitely worth it. If you are in that market, I would definitely check out Spencer's links to both platforms. So definitely go do that.
Olena, what was your favorite part?
Yo, the one, Olena, what's the one you sent me? Or you told me to look, the one that you told me to look at, the lint check.
Oh yeah, the lint check. That was funny.
Yo, that was funny as fuck, honestly.
Good.
But speaking of Pornhub, I don't know how recent this video was shot, but you shot a quarantine video, right?
Yeah, it was.
So when was this shot?
Filmed on March 8th, so it was like a week
before everything came to a stop.
A little bit over a week, I feel like, before everything shut
And it got like crazy views, right?
Yeah, it got views really quickly. Like in the first 2 days, I think it got 250,000.
So like people were just like searching on Pornhub and stuff, quarantine, and
Yeah. I just went on my Pornhub today because I hadn't checked it in like probably over a week, which is weird for me.
Can you sign in? Like, do you have an account or
yeah.
You have an account? So you like sign in and it's like your profile and you can see everything.
Yeah, I strive to be really personable, and I hope you guys were able to see that in my Snapchat, like the lint check thing. I try to be
that was funny.
So I run all my accounts. I run my OnlyFans. I run my Pornhub. When there's if I'm replying to a comment in Pornhub, like say it's your comment I replied to, that was actually me.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's positive for a lot of people who think that, it's animated bots talking back.
Yeah.
And so I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw that you were on the front page of a rival site of Pornhub for a little while.
Really?
Right? Is that true? I think someone told me that.
Or did you see it?
What was the site called?
Somebody told me that.
What did he say? I think it was XNXX, if I'm not mistaken.
Send me that later.
Okay. Do you not even know that?
You know what's great?
Huh?
Just you know what's great, real quick though, is like when you're interviewing a porn star, is you can watch porn and it's like gearing you up for the interview.
Yeah.
To feel
Just
weird about
preparing.
it at the point, you know?
Field research.
Yeah, field research,
Yeah,
exactly.
research purposes, yeah.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys think of the quarantine video?
I thought it was pretty good. It was interesting.
Ah.
I actually, my friend, when he was on Pornhub one day, he saw one of your videos at like the front page.
Uh-huh.
It was like the fucking in public one.
Fucking in public.
Was that the quarantine video?
Band stories, that one?
Yeah.
With the red shirt.
Well, I don't know what it was called. My friend told me, so I'm not sure.
And I'm like running through people's yards and like.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that was real. He just like drove me around and we like ran around. We made sure not to do anything in front of anyone actually, you know, like
Yeah.
we made sure the view was blocked off because I don't want to have someone witness something unconsensually. That's, you know, not cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really fun.
I'll tell him about that. So, but you also, so did you sign with Next Level before you moved to Vegas or after you moved to Vegas?
I signed with Next Level end of February. It was about February 28th or February 29th. I had gone to AVN and it was a really good time. And I just started talking, you know, with more people, and I started evaluating with myself what I wanted out of my career, really, because in our first interview we talked, I told you, not that I kind of just ended up in porn, but I was recruited, you know, it's not something I necessarily.
You weren't searching to do it, but it just kind of popped up for you.
Yeah, like I had applied for like I sent pictures into MindGeek before, but I never heard anything back. And then I got recruited. So I was like, oh, but I got recruited by an agency. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then you start learning more and doing things, and you learn more of what you want and what you don't want. And I just found a place where I was like really comfortable and where I see a really bright future going for me. And I don't have anything bad to say about anyone. I made a change for myself, you know what I mean? And it's all business.
Gotcha. So is there any, like you just said, you don't have any bad things to say about anybody? There's got to be some good stories that, like some drama that you came across. Let's hear some of that.
I'm not spilling any tea. I have a firm grip on my mug.
So
I can't get burnt, y'all.
Since signing with Next Level, though, have you found that beneficial? Have they helped you out, or has it kind of been like the same?
Oh, it's been amazing. See, what stuck out for me is they were, sorry, I'm trying to find just the right words. Who cares about finding the right words? Okay, they were very concerned with my goals, you know what I mean? Like what I wanted and everything, and helping me get there and finding me the best route there, you know what I mean? And yeah, money and jobs and everything is great, but like what am I like going after, and what path do we need to take? You know what I mean? Like who is Spencer Bradley really gonna be? What's her brand gonna be?
That's a good outlook for them to have for you, though.
Oh yeah. It's been a good experience so far. The only reason production is slowed down is because of the virus.
Right. Yeah. I have a feeling when the virus calms down, the porn industry is going to be really booming.
Everyone's so excited to get started again.
Yeah.
And you know what else I think is going to be booming? Strip clubs.
Yeah. So do you still strip?
I haven't been on a strip club shift, like clocked in
Yeah.
since November, actually, end of November, when I first moved to Vegas. And I was already starting to miss dancing at the club right before production shut down, but I was so busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then production shut down, and now I really miss it. I can't even put a pole up in my place because the fans in my new apartment just won't allow a pole.
Are you gonna get back into the game when quarantine ends?
Yeah, I'll pop in and out here and there, definitely. I definitely suspect when production gets rolling again that everyone's going to be super busy
Yeah.
because a month or a few weeks or 2 months or months upon months for some people,
Right.
all that work has been rescheduled. So it's been March, April, 2 months of shoots that everyone's had to reschedule. And I know I've had to reschedule at least, I don't feel like counting, but I've had to reschedule quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Quarantine's definitely halted a lot of things. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit because so we've already done a podcast with you, and me and you were texting the other day, and I sent you how like Jake Paul and Logan Paul more so is, Lena Rhodes is dating his best friend, and then like he's pretty cool with Riley Reid, and you think a little bit it's starting to get like more and more normal or cooler to hang out with porn stars because like everyone loves porn, but for a little bit it was like, I don't know if I can be seen out with them type of thing. But now I feel like there's so many people who's doing content with different porn stars. Like I don't know if you know who the Nelk Boys are, but they always hang out with Riley Reid too. Like there's a bunch of people, I guess it's like more normal. Like Barstool does fantasy football with Lisa Ann. I mean, so have you, from your aspect, have you think that it's gotten a little eased up on than before?
Yeah, it's definitely cool that we're moving from the butt of a joke, because that's what we would tend to be in the public eye if we were presented. That was the only presentable way, is for you to be a butt of a joke. And now we're moving to person status. So that's great.
Yeah. Slowly, I guess, but surely. But yeah, no, that's for sure. I don't know. For me, it's like, who really cares? It's like majority
Yeah.
of the time it's good looking women too. So it's not gonna, why would you not want to be seen with a good looking girl, and all that. So
Yeah. So what was the question again?
it was like, do you think that more and more with like kind of like some slow celebrities are like hanging out with porn stars and stuff? Do you think it's more the ease of, like you said, like you guys are getting viewed more as people now? Like, do you think that's easing up because you see these celebrities hanging out with porn stars? You see like all that.
Yeah, when people who are in a particular spot that have influence over, other people's opinions
Mm-hmm.
in a good way, you know what I mean? When they bring someone like a sex worker into their life and like not secretly just like, hey, like I'm friends, or this is my girlfriend, or this is my wife, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is humanizing, and it's necessary because we are real people. We've been people's like partners and friends for a long ass time, the only thing
Yeah.
that's really changed is the visibility.
Yeah, I think it's always interesting. Like Jessa Rhodes was on a KFC radio episode. That's a Barstool podcast. And like, she was like, yeah, I've been in a relationship for like 6 years. And they were both like, what? And she's like, yeah, I've had a boyfriend for like 6 years. I've had a boyfriend like majority of the time I've done porn. And like, they were just like so taken aback. Like she had a boyfriend and stuff.
Yeah, like your boyfriend doesn't mind you working. Wow.
Right. I mean,
So
go along.
okay, so obviously, we're a pro sex worker podcast, but there are definitely people who are on the opposite end of that spectrum. And as far as somebody could have a personal view on saying, I would prefer if my girlfriend were not on camera having sex. How would you respond to that if you're trying to convince somebody that's like kind of on the fence on that topic?
Well, I wouldn't convince someone to try to be like, well, you should totally date them, because if they have that view, then that person probably doesn't want to date you either. But no, I get what you're saying though. Like, as in, what would I say to them if I was trying to
I
play
guess
devil's
just like,
advocate with them?
yeah, just like stating your side of things versus
Like why? Like more so, like why would you like state your side of why you still would do it, even if you're in a relation or something? You know, like it's your job, you know, and
Okay.
maybe someone views it as like they don't want that at all. So what would you, like you said though, playing devil's advocate, like how would you respond?
So if a dude was like, I can't date a girl because she has sex on camera and these other people see it, and aside from that, you know, she's with other people and everyone's going to know it and they're going to view me as such or whatever. Because I really think when someone says that about I could never date this person, you're really saying something about yourself. You, whether you realize it or not, that's what you're doing. You're okay, anyways. So what I would say is it would depend on their reasoning why they said they couldn't. If their why was because everyone could see it, you know, I'd just be like, oh man, it's hard for me not to be argumentative with this.
No, that's why I asked, kind of. Like you were passionate about the topic.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
Just let it out.
Hey, we're pro porn star podcast.
So
Basically, you don't want to say it, but like the dude's a bitch if he can't date someone who's.
yeah, he's really afraid of a successful woman who owns her sexuality, basically. But if I'm trying to convince someone, I wouldn't talk them down, you know? So I'm trying to find
Yeah.
a way to like talk to this person.
Yeah.
I would just tell them that yes, they're getting physical with other people, but what you have with them is something emotional, something that they're not getting from these other people. They're getting so much sex and they still want your bits. You know what I mean? Like they're getting paid to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to do it with you for free. That is a fucking compliment. And who cares if other people see it? The more people that see it means like they're making it. They're doing a good job and you guys are probably living comfortably. So
I think that was a solid point though. Like if they're a porn star and they're still wanting to fuck you for free, you know, that's kudos on your part.
it says a lot about how much they like you.
Right. So I saw you were in a lesbian scene too.
Which one?
With the African American girl.
Oh yes, Jezebel, and that was for Girlfriends Films.
Yes. Is that your first lesbian scene?
What's her name's Jezebel?
That would have been fucking awesome, but I'm pretty sure
I thought that's what you said.
No, she didn't say that. Was that your first scene?
So my first two lesbian scenes was with Crystal Rush. Have you guys seen her?
Mm-hmm.
I have not, no.
The Russian, dark hair.
She's Russian?
Yeah, so we did 2 underwater scenes.
Maggie, I think you said something about her, didn't you?
I said sounds sexy.
He said you did underwater?
Yeah,
How does that work?
Isn't that unsanitary?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm just messing with you. I just like saw that, or someone told me that one time. I have no idea if it's true.
So okay.
I tested clean after.
So what made you want to do this next one then, the one that I saw?
Well, I am into girls. And I got the offer and I knew Girlfriends Films is a good company. So
when you get an offer, is it like so and so wants to work with you, or is it like?
It depends on who your agent is. The agent depends on how it gets presented to you. So before I would just be asked, hey, want to do boy-girl scene? I'd be like, sure. And now where I'm at, they tell me company director, rate, the other talent, wardrobe, script, like the entire down low of everything. And I lost track of the question. Oh, and I get books. Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Okay.
Do you negotiate the rate at all, or do you get to?
It depends. Like, I'll give you an example. One of the last times I was on the phone, they were like, I could at least get you this much. I'll fight tooth and nail to get you this much. But if they're like set in stone on this much, would you accept it?
I see.
Alina, do you have any more questions, or do you want to get into some fan questions?
Yeah, I think there's some good fan questions, so I want to get into those.
Oh my God.
Also, when quarantine ends, we're gonna have to come out to Vegas because you're gonna become a Las Vegas Raiders fan now.
Yes. Doing my homework.
Alina is a fan already.
Yeah.
The Raiders fans look like a wild bunch. I'm
They
excited.
are.
It was like definitely the wildest NFL experience was Oakland, I would say. The Oakland Raiders game.
Yeah, the old Oakland Raiders for sure.
Yeah.
But when we come out there, you got to show Nagy a good time in Vegas. Not like that, but a good time in Vegas.
Yeah,
Now, if you have other friends,
I'm the only one
yeah.
that hasn't been to Vegas.
Nagy's gonna leave with some stories to tell.
All right, there we go. You heard it here first. Nagy, get ready.
Okay, so here's the first DM question we got. Were you a fan of Talk Sex with Sue? Do you know what that is?
Okay, I know what that is, and I never sat down and actually watched her. But as far as being a person, I'm a fan of her as a person. I can't fairly say I'm a fan of her show because I never watched it.
You never watched? Wow.
You should
I would
watch
have
it and then
expected you to watch
back
it.
to us.
What did you say?
I said you should watch it and then get back to us.
Yeah, it's good. Okay.
You guys watch Sue?
I
I
used to.
don't.
What's
Like
the
when I was,
best
like,
thing Sue taught you?
Huh?
What's the best thing Sue taught you?
I think she like showed how to put on a condom like when I was like 10 or 12. So I could how to do that. That was like valuable information to have.
Before you were just blowing them up with water.
Okay, here's one that another good one. Have you ever gotten on set and been like, no, this guy's too much, or this is too much, or this guy's disgusting?
Okay, so I haven't ran into anyone with bad hygiene. Thank God.
You heard stories of people running into bad hygiene?
Yeah.
Well, like not showering or what?
Just smell
Yeah,
bad?
just not like exactly, just simply as simple as that. Because you even go a day without like washing down those areas. It doesn't smell as appetizing.
Yeah, I can see
They
that.
know they're gonna film, they'd wash. I mean,
You don't hear about it often.
okay.
But
That's a good. Me
oh my
and
God.
Alina were worried about our girls.
I've done, huh?
I said me and Alina were worried about our girls. I'm glad it doesn't happen often because that'd be the
Yeah, no. I definitely show up and, maybe I'm not in the mood or
Yeah,
oh
that was
my
like
gosh.
that was gonna be like part 2 of that question. Is like, are you always in the mood like when you go on set, or do you have to like kind of force yourself to like be like, all right, come on, we gotta like get into character almost here? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like kind of
Pre-game ritual or like anything you need to do.
Pre-game.
game ritual. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not like, you don't have the energy, like you kind of got to fake it to make it seem like you're like high energy for the set and for the recording.
Yeah, stripping definitely helped me out with that because I had to carry an energy that people were attracted to. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So that helps me out with getting through set and everything. But yeah, there's days, you know, where I'm not necessarily feeling it or not necessarily feeling the person. But I really just get into a work mindset. It honestly doesn't matter. And you would not be able to tell on camera because especially like when I'm doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just focused on the act and making it as pleasurable for me as possible while also, you know, making it look good. It is porn.
Right.
Gotta look good.
But yeah, I just try to keep good energy the entire time. Synergy is really important because when you're getting that intimate with someone, you know, just everyone being comfortable and everyone being in a good mood is very important.
Very. So do you guys talk beforehand, or like do you like before you even like get to like, are you guys having like actual conversation, or do you kind of just like try to keep the like the, I don't know, like all discussion like directed towards the set, or like are you guys seeing each other beforehand, or like is there like a waiting area type thing, or how does it work?
I'm loving these questions. Okay, so this is
the behind the scenes that we never get to see or know about.
Yeah, it's honestly, these are things I wouldn't even think people were interested in. I'm glad they are though.
We see sausage. We don't see how the sausage is made, you know?
Oh, that was a sad one. But okay, so this is how a set will go. I show up, well, this is how a lot of sets will go. I show up, it's normally just me, the makeup artist, some people probably setting up lights and stuff, whether that's a PA or whoever, and I get my makeup done, we're chilling. The male talent, for a boy-girl shoot, this is how it'll go. And the male talent will come in like 2 hours later, and you know, we'll just get everything ready. The director comes at some point before the male talent. If there's a script, we'll go through our lines and everything. While we're filling out paperwork beforehand, what I've been seeing sets do more is, and they have you write it down too, like your no's. Like my no's are, you don't call me a bitch on camera. You don't break skin. I mean, that doesn't normally happen in a regular BG anyway. No hard hair pulling, you know, and then some will have discussions with you, like what turns you on, like I want to make this good, because people who are good at this understands like good sex translates on camera. Faking it just won't. It can work up to an extent, you know what I mean? But like you got to make this as real and enjoyable as possible, because we're not selling sex, we're selling an experience, you know, we're selling a performance, but performance sounds a little fake. It is real sex, you know what I mean? For example, when I was doing the Petite shoot with Charles Dara, did you guys see the one where I was in a little stroller on the back of a bike?
No.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Charles Dara came up to me beforehand. He was like, hey, so what are your turn-ons, you know? And I was having a little bit of a hard time, you know, thinking some up. That was really one of the first times someone had done that with me. And he was like, I'll tell you what I like, you know? And it really did make this, it was so smooth. It was so smooth, you know, it was.
Is that that's where you stole like the $5 out of the closet, right? That scene?
Oh, that was okay. So that was a stroller one, like a stroller where you scoot a baby in. This one was like, stroller is the wrong word for it. It's like, you know those things, they're typically yellow and you hook it up on the back wheel of your bicycle and the kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, he discussed turn-ons, told me his turn-ons, and then we had a really fluid, is that a good word for it? It was good. I didn't feel uncomfortable during it, and it really did just flow.
Interesting. So has there been times like where you were uncomfortable, like during a scene?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Not
trying to think
often.
of nice ways to put this. I mean, sometimes there's content creators, who, sex work isn't their main gig. They have other things. They just do like clip stores and stuff on the side for additional income and stuff.
Oh.
And I was working, with one of those, and I just felt like my sexual flow is restricted. And at the beginning of it, it was even like, this is all about you and like how you work and your sexuality and all this. Then when I was getting done from behind, I was like trying to work and I was like getting held in one spot. And it's like, okay, I thought this was about Spencer.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
No, not often at all.
Okay.
Any more fan questions?
Yeah. This one's like kind of funny, but you're gonna have to interpret this kind of how it's worded. It's quote, and I quote, has her satisfaction rate been 100%, or does the stud require additional support, such as a fluffer?
Okay, well.
Or
That's even real.
Or does the stud?
Trust me, porn sets are not shelling out money for fluffers anymore.
Oh,
so it's a thing of the past. Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing of the past now. And so sometimes we'll be filming a lot of scenes in one day, and there will be fake pops in that. You guys are men. You can attest to how hard it would be to pop like 4 times in a day, especially if you're trying to get work done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what is that like then? Do you shoot the whole scene with what do you like? You got to elaborate on that a little bit. I don't think
there's different methods of simulating a cum, whether it's a cream pie or it looks like it's coming out of the dick. But I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay. So it's industry secrets. You don't want to.
They say though, never meet your hero, so don't spoil anything, please.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, everyone has their own methods. I would say, actually, I can get it for you. Hold on.
Oh. This would be good for the video.
Interesting developments.
Yeah. We'll be back.
There's been a development.
Bert definitely asked that question.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's 2 more funny ones, by the way.
Sweatshirt. Oh.
So this, you put, oh, hold up.
No, boys. Free show, boys and girls.
More interesting development.
Yeah.
That's funny. You don't really think about it.
This is a bottle of fake cum.
Oh, wow.
And this is an injector. So you put this in there and pull this up. And then put that in your vagina. And
then he can fake finish.
Yeah, but then you got to do it real efficiently, You got to put some hands over your vagina right afterward, and then you got to stick the dick right in. So there's one cream pie secret for you.
Wow. I can't wait till the dude who asked that question listens to that part.
Yeah. Where industry secrets are getting spilled on Victory Lab Podcast. You're here first, folks.
Yeah, that's big. Big time.
Okay.
As far as the satisfaction rate, though, I get told I have a Gorilla Grip Super Soaker pussy, so it's all good.
That's a hashtag.
Wow.
That's great.
That's some high praise.
That's a hashtag. That's for sure.
That is a hashtag. Okay, here is.
That say that.
Wait. Okay, yeah, this one is another funny one, or not funny, but interesting. What is the most unorthodox object you have ever pleasured yourself with? I don't know if that means on or off camera, or if you want to do both, or what.
The oddest thing I've stuck in my vagina was, I was probably like 13, 14, and I was horny and I didn't have toys yet. I was 13, 14 years old. And there is this retinol bottle, like retinol for your skin. And it was probably about that big around, and it wasn't rounded at all. Like straight up, it was like probably like just a flat bottom like that,
Yeah.
The corners rounded ever so slightly so that it wouldn't hurt too bad. I tried putting it up there.
That came out back then.
So it didn't work out?
I tried really hard. It just simply didn't feel as great as I was wishing it would.
Oh, man.
Spencer, we used to hang out back then. Wow.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I could have been doing that the day before and you had no idea.
Yeah, that is crazy. We all used to hang out. Okay, I think. Oh no! Then here's the last question. It's a would you rather though.
Okay.
Would you rather go without sex for a year, or never be able to be a sex worker again?
What the fuck? That's hard. I guess I'll take work off for a year until I can work again. God damn it.
So this is your calling. This is what you're doing for the foreseeable future then, is what you're saying by that answer.
Yeah, so they were like, would you rather not have sex for a year or never be
Yeah, and I guess when like the way that I thought about it is like you can still be a like you can still like shoot your scenes like that does not count as like you're having sex like with your partner type thing.
What?
So like let's say you're dating a guy, like you two cannot have sex, but you can still continue to shoot your scenes during that year.
Oh, yeah, then I'll not have sex for a year. Yeah, if I literally don't have sex except with other sex workers as it is. That's already my life, man. Okay.
Married to the game.
Straight up.
What if you did have a boyfriend though? Then are you doing that still?
Yeah, he have a.
So your boyfriend's just screwed for a whole year.
No, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be in a relationship unless it was open anyway. So he has plenty of other options.
Oh,
good for him.
There's been a development. So you're only open relationships now?
Yeah, I would only ever be in an open relationship. I mean,
I'm all for that.
Yeah, it's healthy. Why do you like it, Michael?
Because I cheat, so it's just like, fuck it, might as well be in an open relationship.
See, that's not what
you're
that's
naturally inclined to a certain behavior and you don't like love that person any less, or like if you don't want to just like, it's not disrespectful to sleep with other people. What's disrespectful is dishonesty and stuff. So like, if you know you have a bigger appetite than just for one person, communicate it. You'll find the right person eventually. It's not the orthodox route. And it's going to feel weird exploring at first, but once you're comfortable with what you're doing, it doesn't really matter how other people are going to view it. You won't ever have to worry about not finding a mate. I mean,
you'll have plenty.
Yeah, you'll have plenty. Exactly.
I think it'd be tough. You think it's easy to find someone down to be in an open relationship?
Who, me?
No, just anybody.
Oh, no, I don't think it's easy.
I think it'd be
Have
tough.
you presented the idea?
I think
I imagine it'd be tough anyway.
I don't think the people that, like, to your point, I don't think anyone that I've dated, like, it's not the right people to do it with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't be the right person to do it with.
Feel you. Just gotta wait for that right one. How do you feel about open relationships and monogamy, Nagy and Olena?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like are in relationships for wrong reasons at the beginning anyways. Like a lot of people are in relationships for extra security and comfort anyways. So
Knowledge.
a lot of people want to hold on to like a monogamous relationship just to have like someone to fall back on that they know is like their safe zone.
Wow. Please Spencer with that answer, that's for sure.
Heavy.
I haven't dated in about 5 years anyways, like, so I'm a bit more open-minded about stuff like that, I guess.
What only needs to be hard.
Wait, let me answer.
I know, yeah, I was talking to you.
So I think it's like it's good if both, like, you have to obviously be on the same page, or it's not gonna work. Simply put. So I think it's just like the vetting process of it all would be the hard part. But once you find somebody that's actually down to do it, then
For sure.
it'd be.
Yeah, communication and boundaries are so important in that type of situation. So yeah, you'd have to be okay with her taking other dick too. Are you guys cool with that?
But that's the thing. Like I don't know if I truly would be or not. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if like that would be something that
For me,
I would do.
I would just not want to know though. Like, you're okay to do it, but like, don't tell me.
I'm very much that way.
That would not work.
It probably wouldn't. I mean, a lot of my expectations would not work. That's for sure. But
you'd say you would not do it.
me?
Yeah.
I would attempt to, yeah, for sure. It probably would not work out. I'm gonna put that. I would.
Maggie, would you do it?
Have an open relationship?
Yeah.
If I'm anticipating to travel once my career starts to pick up a bit, since I'm newly graduated. So like if I met a girl like in South Bend in the next couple months, like after quarantine or something, and we hit it off and like we want to continue our relationship, but I moved to like Nashville, like, and I can't see her all the time, but she has, like, but we're like more like in a dating kind of phase, like maybe more boyfriend girlfriend type. Like it'd be kind of tough, but if it was still early on and like she needs like she needs some loving or something, like sure, whatever.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. Like relationships themselves can go through stages of openness and monogamy.
Yeah, I feel like if I was in an open relationship, it'd be more like during the dating part, like dating as in like
the honeymoon stage.
Yeah, kind of more like
before marriage.
If she like hooked up with someone else, but like we're still hanging out, or like I hooked up with someone else and we're still hanging out, like that's cool. Like we're getting to know each other more. But like hopefully, like once a relationship like comes to that point, it's like they want to be with each other, like more than they want to go hook up with other people. That's kind of like where it's like, oh, let's be boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing.
Nagy wants to taste around before he commits. I'm the opposite. If I found someone I was really into in the honeymoon stage, I would just want you. I would be all about you. I would just be, can't get fucking away from you.
Thank you.
And then I would, want to explore a little bit,
Yeah, I feel like that's how most people would be, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because the honeymoon stage is when it's like you enjoy being around each other and don't want to.
Yeah, and then you realize, wow, she's annoying as fuck. No,
Yeah, and I think it's once you have a solid connection to whether you establish that connection in friendship or however you guys communicated.
Yeah, like if you friend zone somebody and then.
Did you say friend zone?
Yeah. Do you have a bunch of guys in the friend zone right now?
Simping for you.
There's definitely people I don't respond to, so it's not even a friend zone, man.
Yeah, that's just left on red. That's not friends.
That's a ghost.
Huh?
He said that's a ghost.
Yeah, straight up ghost left on red. I'm a few
It's
people.
almost better than like keep
Leaving
continuing
them
to talk to them and then friend zoning them. Like I'd way rather get
Ghost.
like ghosted right away. Saves both sides a lot of time.
I don't know, man. Being in the friend zone is kind of fun. I'm joking.
So to end it, we have our nagging question of the week. Every time we have a guest on, Nagy's going to ask a question to our guest. So Nagy, you have the floor. What's your question?
Yeah, sure. So earlier you talked about like how when you first got into the industry, it wasn't something you necessarily sought out, but something you were recruited for. But some of my friends have asked me, like from a male perspective or a male side of the porn industry, like what would be like necessary preliminary steps to get to where they want to be?
Like in the porn industry?
Yeah.
For guys.
For guys, I don't know too much about that. But everyone wants a good face shot, a good front shot, a good back shot, a good side shot, as unedited as possible. And seek out agents and apply. And when you're seeking out agents, really look at their roster and see, what type of people they're representing and if you would fit in, contact them if they get back with you, have a discussion about what you're interested in and what you need and all of that. Also, I mean, I would have to say,
Is there a minimum, like performance standards and whatnot?
Oh, there's a bunch of different sizes of cock in porn. What's important is that you can stay hard. You stay hard. You can fuck in front of people. Obviously, that's part of the staying hard thing, I guess. And that you can pop when they need you to pop. That it doesn't take you like 10 or 15 minutes, like when we're down there and I'm like this, you got to be able to pop in a minute or so.
So that question was really not his friends. That was more him. So thank you for letting him know how to get in.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty of guys would love to have that problem where it takes like 10 or 15 minutes like that to hop on the spot like that.
You think they'd want to?
Like not in porn, but just like in life.
Oh, regular guys? Yeah. Not coming real quick.
Right.
But
yeah. I forgot to mention that because it's never come up before.
What?
A premature ejaculation.
That's never happened.
I was gonna ask that when Alina brought that fan question up. Like, is there any time you're shooting where it takes like 2 or 3 cuts because like a guy has to like reset or recharge kind of thing?
So there hasn't been any premature ejaculations, but I have had men pull out like, yo.
Right.
we gotta stop for a second because I'm gonna pop, but it's not any longer than like a few seconds.
It's because
really.
you have the, what did you call it? The hashtag?
The Gorilla Grip Super Soaker pussy.
Yeah, the hashtag Gorilla Grip Super Soaker.
The Gorilla Grip Super Soaker.
But all right, Spencer, we appreciate you coming on. We're gonna do more content with you as we get going. If you wanna shout out your OnlyFans and Snapchat again, so everyone can hear it again, please do.
Yeah, 100%. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. My Twitter is Spencer Bradley X. My Instagram is Spencer Bradley Official. I just made a new Instagram, so make sure to follow that. Later on this week, I have a video coming up on Pornhub, and there's going to be a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, when you get to my Twitter, you will be able to find all my links for OnlyFans and Snapchat and all that. If you have an OnlyFans already, search for Miss_Spencer, and that's me.
Alina, any last words?
I don't know why I just thought of this, but do you still have that shirt we gave you from the first interview?
I think it's at my parents' house. I don't think I packed it with me to Vegas. I literally moved to Vegas in my car. I drove from Indiana to Nevada. I still am sleeping on the air mattress I brought. Actually, my mattress gets delivered on May 8th.
Oh, wow.
This Spencer?
Huh?
You see it in the background?
We gotta get
Oh!
We got to get yours back so you can rep it.
Yes, I need a smaller one.
Yeah.
I have a small one, actually, I can send you.
Ooh, yeah.
I have a large and a small for some reason. I can send you the small.
I want like one with a logo on each tit.
Ooh, we can make a new one. All right. Well, everyone that watches this on YouTube will get a little show. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we will do more content with you in the future. You're a true OG to the lap. Thank you.
I look forward to it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.